Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am NISAR UL MURSALEEN, and I hope that everything is going good for all of you. Today is 26th of May 2021. This is subject Sociology, class 11th of Boys Higher Secondary School, Unisoo. Today our topic is definitions of sociology. In the last class we read about the concept of sociology, the etymological meaning of sociology, and the basic general meaning of sociology. Now, today we will focus on the definitions given by different sociologists who have defined sociology in their own views according to their opinion, and we will see how different sociologists view sociology. So let us begin. The first definition here is sociology may be defined as a body of scientific knowledge about human relationships. This definition has been given by J.F. Kuber, born in 1911. J.F. Kuber is a sociologist who has defined sociology. In his view, he says that sociology may be defined as a body of scientific knowledge about human relationships. Since we have read and we have learned that society is a web or a network of social or human interactions and interrelationships. So, J.F. Kuber has defined sociology accordingly. He says that it is a scientific body of knowledge, or it is a body of scientific knowledge. That means that when we study social life, we study the collective behavior, we study social interactions and social interrelationships in a scientific way. We create a body of knowledge, and that body of knowledge is sociology according to J.F. Kuber. It means that whenever we study social life or social or human interrelationships or interactions in a scientific way, in a systematic way, we create a body of knowledge known as sociology. Second definition is sociology is the science of society or of social phenomena. This definition has been given by L. F. Ward, an American sociologist born in 1841 and died in 1913. So L. F. Ward has defined sociology as the science of society or of social phenomena. You have learned that in the last class we read about the concept of sociology, or we read about the meaning of social, the etymological meaning of society as science of society. So J. L. F. Ward has defined sociology in that sense. He says that sociology is the science of society. What is society? It is the web, the network of social or human interactions and interrelationships, the collective behavior. And he says that sociology is the subject, is the study or the science of social phenomena. Whatever, because society, as we know, that it is an umbrella term, it is a vast term. It whatever happens in our society, whatever phenomena, whatever processes take in our social life, sociology studies that according to L.F. Ward. So we can say that in this definition, L.F. Ward has defined sociology simply as science of society, study of social phenomena, and the next definition here is sociology is the scientific study of social relationships, their variety, their forms, whatever affects them and whatever they affect. This definition has been given by T. Abel. He is also an American sociologist born in 1896 and died in 1988. So according to T. Abel, sociology is the scientific study of social relationship. You can see the definition of J.F. Kuber and compare it with the definition of T. Abel. You can see some resemblance here, because as J.F. Kuber defines sociology as a body of scientific knowledge about human relationships, similarly, according to T. Abel, sociology is the scientific study of social relationships. So T. Abel and J.F. Kuber have given the same definition of, because for both of them, sociology is a scientific study. It is a scientific study of social or human relationships, their variety, their forms, because in our society we have different types of different varieties of social relationships. So sociology also studies that variety in the social or human interactions and variety of social or human relationships. Their forms, whatever affects them and whatever they affect. It also studies the social processes, the social relationships, and how these social processes, how these social interactions, how these social relationships affect each other, or how they are affected by the social processes, the social phenomena. So according to T. Abel, sociology is the scientific study of social relationships. It studies social life in a scientific way. It studies the social relationships, their varieties. It studies the social relationships and how social relationships are affected and how they affect social phenomena that take place, the social processes that take place within a society. The next definition here is sociology is the study of society, and that is of the web or tissue of human interactions and interrelations. This definition has been given by Professor Morse Ginsburg. He is a British sociologist born in 1889 and died in 1970. So Professor Morse Ginsburg defines sociology as study of society. You can see the definition of L.F. Ward and compare it with the definition of Morse Ginsburg. Both have given the definition of sociology as study of science. So, and what is society? According to Morse Ginsburg, it is the web or tissue of human interactions and interrelations. Society is the web, the network, the tissue of human interactions. When people live within a particular territory or when people live collectively, they form a definite, a systematic relationship, they form a definite and a systematic interaction, and this network of relationships, the network of social interactions is known as society, and this is studied by sociology according to Professor Morse Ginsburg. Now let us analyze these definitions. You can see when we analyze these definitions, we find that in all of these definitions, social or human relationship is common. So to conclude, we can say sociology is simply the study of human interactions and human interrelationships. Now, the nature of sociology. First point here is sociology is a social science, not a physical science. Nature of sociology is because we have read that sociology is a social science. It is not a physical science. It means that in sociology we don't study about physical or tangible entities. We study about social processes. We study about social life. We study about social relationships. We study about social phenomena. So we can say sociology is simply a social science. It is not physical. It is not natural. It is artificial. It is abstract. In sociology we study about the social life. Second is sociology is an independent science. As we have already learned that sociology has a subject matter of its own. It does not necessarily depend on other subjects for its subject matter. It has a subject matter of its own. It has a scope of its own. It can stand on its own because sociology is an independent science. It is a pure science and not an applied science. Third point is sociology is pure science. It studies the processes, the phenomena, the social order, the social life as it is. It is not an applicable or an applied science. We can say that whenever we study some aspect of social life, we cannot apply it to other society because we know that society is so complex. We have different societies everywhere. We have different aspects of society. So we can say that in sociology what we study, it is not always applicable because it is a pure science, and we can say that sociology is a science which studies the theories, which studies the ideas, It does not study the things, the entities that are the processes that we can apply, because our society is so complex. We have so many aspects of social life, and we have so many kinds of societies. So what we study in one society is not applicable to the other society. Next is, it is a general science, not a special science. Next point here is, as we know, sociology is known as mother of all social sciences. Why? Because it studies society. Society is an umbrella term. We have so many aspects in our society. Society constitutes the whole. We have an economic system, we have a political system, we have a social system. So when we speak about sociology, it studies all aspects of social life. It does not study some special, some particular aspect of social life. It studies everything. It studies poverty, it studies unemployment, which is an economic concept. It studies drug addiction, which is a psychological, also a subject, a social subject. It studies political system, parties. So we can say sociology is a general science. It doesn't study some special aspect or some particular aspect of our society, our social life. It studies every aspect of social science. It is not a special science. For example, if we take an example of chemistry, or if we take an example of social science, psychology. In psychology, we study about man's behavior, individual behavior. We don't study the economic system, or we don't study unemployment, or we don't study religion in psychology. But in sociology, we study these all aspects. So it is a general science. It is not some kind of special science. Next is, it is both a rational and empirical science. Now, because as we have defined sociology as a scientific knowledge, so we can say sociology is a science. And when we speak about sociology, it has both these aspects. It is rational and it is empirical. Where in rational means it involves the logic. We also arrive at conclusions through logic in sociology, and we also employ scientific methods, scientific methodologies, or research or experiments, which we know that which we call empirical studies. So sociology is both rational and empirical. It involves both logic and it involves scientific methods, scientific research, experiments. The next point is, it is relatively an abstract science. As we earlier said, it is an abstract science. It studies about theories, about ideas, about processes that are abstract, which are general, which we can't say, which are not physical. So in sociology, we study about theories, about the processes, about the phenomena. It is an abstract science. It is not a physical science. It doesn't study the structure. It studies the ideas, the values, the relationships, the norms, the rules. So we can say sociology is an abstract social science. It is a categorical and not a normative discipline. Now, one important point about the nature of sociology is, it is categorical, or it is categorical and not a normative discipline. What is categorical and what is normative? Categorical means it studies what is happening in the society as it is. For example, it studies about poverty. It will study poverty at what level, or it will study the poverty as it is at the present time. It will not give theories or give suggestions or give recommendations how we can, for example, how it should be, why there shouldn't be poverty. It is not a normative science. It studies the things as they are. It doesn't provide the recommendation. It doesn't provide the theory that how it should be, or how it had to be. So we can say sociology is categorical. It studies what is happening. It studies as the situations, as the phenomena, as the processes are, as they are. It studies them It doesn't say that this process should be like that. It doesn't say that this issue should be like that. It doesn't say that this phenomena should be like that. So it is categorical. And next is it is ethnically neutral. And one one more point about the nature of sociology is that it is ethnically neutral. It is a neutral science. It's a general. It studies a society as a whole. It studies society as a unit. It doesn't. When we speak about social life, it studies the whole society. It studies the whole relationships that occur. It studies all the human interactions that occur, that take place, the processes that affect the social life. It studies them, and in general, it is ethnically neutral. It is a neutral social science. So these were some points about the nature of sociology. I hope that you have understood them, and inshallah in the next class we will take up some other topic. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.